Greetings, 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 royal family. Welcome back. I'm back, you're back, we're all back. Now, thanks for clicking on the video. All right, Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. We got some more updates. You guys have probably already heard what happened today when Tory Lanez went to court for his hearing. I don't break news, I report what's already out there, and I give my commentary. Okay, and I do want you guys to share your opinions, so make sure you're dropping down in the comments and sharing your thoughts and opinions and information if you have any. And also, please don't forget to pay your admission fee by hitting the like button. Thank you in advance. All right, so let's get straight into it. So this is according to TMZ, of course. Tory Lanez, he was ordered to stay away from Megan Thee Stallion, and the judge also ordered Tory to surrender any tools that he owns. So Tory Lanez has just been ordered to stay the hell away from Megan Thee Stallion after a hearing for his felony assault charge. So he appeared by phone for Tuesday's, which is today, October 13th, for Tuesday's hearing in LA County Court for what was supposed to be his arraignment. But his attorney, Mrs. Sean Holly, I suggest you guys Google her, check out her credentials. She requested a continuance, so it was granted. So he did not enter a plea, right? The judge, however, issued a protective order against Tory, and now he's got to stay at least 100 yards away from Megan Thee Stallion and not contact her. His bail was set at $190,000, which he'll be posting via a bondsman present at the hearing. The hearing comes on the same day Megan Thee Stallion wrote an op-ed, which is like a piece, for the New York Times on why she speaks up for Black women, saying she's not afraid of criticism and being adamant that saying protect Black women should not be a controversial topic. Now, I do have another article that I want to get into because it seems like Megan is responding to the backlash that she is getting because people are questioning her and her story as it pertains to this situation, and she's not really feeling it. So I'll get into that after I finish reading this. So continuing on with the article, she also addressed the Tory Lanez case, saying, "I was recently the victim of an act of violence by a man. After a party, I was popped twice and I walked away from him. We are not in a relationship. Truthfully, I was shocked that I ended up in this place or in that place." Meg added, "My initial silence about what happened was out of fear for myself and my friends. Even as a victim, I have been met with skepticism and judgment. The way people have publicly questioned and debated whether I played a role in my own violent assault proves that my fears about discussing what happened were unfortunately warranted." So this is the video of Meg exiting the vehicle when they got pulled over that night back in July. Now, as you know, TMZ previously reported that the LA County DA's office slapped Tory Lanez with 1 count of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and 1 count of carrying a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle. The DA also alleges Tory inflicted great bodily injury on Megan. If he's convicted, he faces up to 22 years and 8 months in prison. Now, this is a tweet that he posted on the 9th of October. "Time will tell and the truth will come to the light. I have faith in God to show that. I love all of my fans, or love to all of my fans and people that have stayed true to me and know my heart. A charge, is not a conviction. If you have supported me or Meg through this, I genuinely appreciate you." Now, Tory did defend himself publicly last week, and he said that he deserves his day in court. Yikes. So that's what TMZ is reporting. That is the most updated news as it pertains to this case, this situation. So he is going to be, since his attorney asked for a continuance, the judge agreed, he will be appearing in court November 13th or the 18th. I don't remember the exact, I should have wrote it down. In November. It's either the 13th, the 18th, something like that. If you know for sure, put it in the comments. Thanks in advance. Now let's shift gears a little bit. See, this is what I was afraid that was going to happen. And as you know, if you've been watching my videos, I mildly touch on this topic. And I've been praying for both Tory and Megan because I really feel for them both, because I know what we don't see, I believe anyway, what we don't see is the real threat. Not all of this hoopla going on. You know, we can kind of pretty much put two and two together with certain things as it pertains to the media's involvement. You know, their objective is to give us a story and get as much traction to their websites as possible. The media is loyal to no one, never has been, never will be, except for one particular family, you know, as it pertains to Harvey and them and maybe Entertainment Online or E! Online. But they probably pay for that loyalty. But normally the media is loyal to no one. So this article is from Complex's website. So it says Megan Thee Stallion claps back after Twitter users suggest she take advantage of hashtag protect black women. This is interesting. So Megan Thee Stallion has become a microcosm of what it's like to be a black woman in America. Although she is loved and adored, she's simultaneously objectified and reminded that her pain isn't weighed on the same scale as her male counterparts. This was once again proven to be true when fans started to critique her latest piece with the New York Times. So again, today is Tuesday, October 13th. Tory Lanez had his court hearing via telephone today, and his lawyer asked for a continuance, so he won't be returning to court until November, right? Also today, Megan Thee Stallion did a piece with the New York Times, and that was published today. All right? So let's continue reading this complex article. After a lot of self-reflection on the incident, I've realized that violence against women is not always connected to being in a relationship. So this is the second article now that we are reading where she's making it very clear that she was not in a relationship with Tory Lanez. She's kind of hinting at that here. Anyway. Instead, it happens because too many men treat all women as objects, which helps them to justify inflicting abuse against us when we choose to exercise our own free will. This is what Megan wrote in this piece that was published today, October 13th, Tuesday, 2020, in the New York Times. She continues, the issue is even more intense for black women who struggle against stereotypes and are seen as angry or threatening when we try to stand up for ourselves and our sisters. There's not much room for passionate advocacy if you are a black woman. Now, this is a very strong statement. I do want to go on record as saying, as a black woman myself, I've said this before in countless videos and commentary. No shade, Meg, but you don't speak for me. But okay, there are a lot of women who can relate to what it is that Megan is saying. There's a lot of women who can co-sign what she is saying. That's perfectly fine. I'm all here for freedom of speech. You know, you express how you feel. I don't think she is wrong for telling her story as it pertains to this situation. But I just want to go on record as saying that Megan Thee Stallion does not speak for me. I just want to put that out there. Continuing on with the article, while you don't have to be a woman who was a victim of a violent crime or even a woman to advocate for the protection of black women, some people decided to say that Megan's alleged incident with Tory Lanez had forced her to pander to other black women. Now, we've heard this. People online, you know, you're reading things and stories are coming out and things are becoming more and more public little by little to us. You know, we hear Megan is pandering. Well, somebody was on Twitter and they posted, if @the Stallion, which is Megan's Twitter name, is taking advantage of this hashtag protect black women and pandering, she gonna lose a lot of fans when the facts comes out. This is what one Twitter user wrote. So this prompted Megan to use this one fan as an example of why she backs this cause. So Megan replied, this is exactly the type of dumb comment that makes me scream, protect black women. Please tell me why I would need to lie about being popped to promote the protection of women. Like, out of all the things to lie about, dot, 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 this is sad coming out of a black man's mouth. So that was her response. Now, since news of the incident hit headlines, people have been doubting Megan's account of events. Megan named Tory Lanez as her attacker and showed her injured foot, but people are ignoring her and waiting for information they perceive as facts to be released. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Some people are fact-based and not necessarily ruled by emotions. No offense to anyone, but a lot of people are like, nah, I'm just going to wait until all the evidence comes out in court. No judgment here. This afforded Lanez the platform to drop an album in which he denies popping Megan and takes jabs at people who sided with her. Yet last week, Lanez was charged with 2 felonies: assault with a semi-automatic firearm. Last week, Lanez was charged with 2 felonies: assault with a semi-automatic firearm and carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle. So he's got some serious charges. These are definitely some serious charges. So as I said in the previous article, he's also been ordered to stay away from Megan and surrender all of the tools, or hammers, as I like to say, that he owns to authority. Very interesting. Shifting gears to a completely different article. This is from 17. The title reads, Megan Thee Stallion opens up about being powerful. Opens up about being popped in powerful New York Times piece. So this is just going to reiterate some of the stuff that I've already read, but I just kind of want to give you an idea from different outlets of basically the message that Meg is sending. She says the title of the New York Times piece is Why I Speak Up for Black Women. So the piece offers Megan's most candid thoughts yet on being a victim of violence, calling Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron out on Saturday Night Live and being compared to other black women artists. She says that she's not afraid of criticism. We live in a country where we have the freedom, to criticize elected officials. And it's ridiculous that some people think the simple phrase protect black women is controversial. We deserve to be protected as human beings, and we are entitled to our anger about a laundry list of mistreatment and neglect that we suffer. She also sheds light on the role black women are expected to play in the 2020 presidential election, the escalating maternal mortality rates, interesting, for black women, and accusations that she's dressing and performing for a male gaze. She invokes the names of Serena Williams, Rosa Parks, NASA mathematician Katherine Johnson, Senator Kamala Harris, and others in hopes of a, quote, an era where black women in 2020 are no longer making history for achieving things that should have been accomplished decades ago, end quote. So you already know, the Tory Lanez thing they reiterate here. She talks about her recently being a victim. She said that she remained quiet because she wanted to protect her inner circle. She said the public has been questioning her, whether she played a role in her own, assault in question. She says, after a lot of self-reflection on that incident, I realized that the violence against women is not always connected to being in a relationship. That's what the other article said. She also speaks out against being obsessively compared to her WAP collaborator, Cardi B, and Hot Girl Summer partner, Nicki Minaj. Megan explains that the male-dominated ecosystem can handle only one female rapper at a time. While she recognizes both Minaj and Cardi as incredible entertainers and strong women, Megan notes, I'm not the new anyone. We are all unique in our own ways. Now that I can get with. I did a commentary about the men in the industry pitting women against each other, and the women kind of playing into that, for money, the accolades, bragging rights, fame. So I can get with her on that. This is from her Instagram. This was when she appeared on Saturday Night Live last week, Saturday, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday prior to. And you see, she says she has Protect Black Women in the background with her dancers. All right. So now that that's all over, so we got 3 separate articles that we've talked about, or that I read to you guys. And sorry for the chopping and the interruptions. I had to keep pausing the recording. But can we talk? Can we talk? Or better yet, let me ask a question. And this is a safe space. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. People can disagree. That's fine. Disagree respectfully. It's all good. Do you feel that Megan is pandering and using the Protect Black Women hashtag to pander to black women, basically? Okay. That's number one. Number two, I do want to say that as far as her showing support and wanting to be supported as a black woman, I can't even say that there's anything wrong with that. There's no way that I could say I agree or disagree, because I'm not in her shoes. She is facing a lot of backlash. She is facing a lot of pressure, I'm sure. And as I said before, when I kind of touched on this mildly, I did say that what goes on behind the scenes is making me pray even harder for both Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, because it's the devil that we don't see. Put it that way. Y'all already know. There's tons of videos out there where people are co-signing certain things and confirming certain things that go on in this music business and in Hollywood. You know what it is. I don't even need to say it. And that is what scares me, because the media is loyal to no one, and I find it very interesting that Complex especially would kind of highlight one particular Twitter comment that Megan responded to, and kind of put it out there now, like little breadcrumbs that, people are not believing Meg, when just not too long ago they were crucifying Tory Lanez. See what I'm saying? Media is loyal to no one. So as far as her New York Times piece, I did read it in its entirety. I'll spare you. I suggest Google it, take a look and see what you think. She has points in what she is saying. But what's important? Is it the message or the messenger? What's the most important thing? That's another question that I want to pose. I'm not into the whole taking sides and, I think this person did this or this person didn't do that. For me, it's way deeper than that, man. The devil that we don't see pulling the strings in the background. And I just feel like the two of these kids, I keep referring to them as kids, Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, I really feel for them, man, because Lord only knows what it is that they're going through behind the scenes. We don't know. So as far as Tory's court case, we're going to have to wait until November, whatever the date is, 13th, 18th, the 12th, whatever, to see what transpires. Of course, everybody's going to be talking about this, but this is an opportunity to create some good dialogue. So please, y'all, let's talk. Let's talk about this, and get down in the comments and share your respectful comments. Again, I know it's going to come up. Meg is lying. Tory's lying. I know that's going to come up. But can y'all make sure y'all find like the most respectful way to express that? I'm certain that this video is not going to get monetized. So if you'd like to support the Royal Palace or the Royal Platform, feel free to do so. It definitely is not required, but it is greatly appreciated. All of my information is in the description section of this video. But I wanted to do this. I really, really wanted to. And that Complex article was just gnawing at my big toe. And I said, wow, I'm starting to see that. Is the media starting to kind of like shift a little bit? As far as predictions, I'll hold off on that. I probably won't even, I'm not giving my predictions. But I know some of you are thinking what I'm thinking. I know some of you probably have the same thoughts that I do, but I just would rather see you guys type it out instead of me saying it, right? So get down in the comments and tell me what you think. Now, as far as, again, protect black women and this piece in the New York Times that that was published today, that Megan participated in writing today, the same day Tory Lanez had his court appearance. Tell you, the media is a friend to no one, man. And it's just really sad that these two young kids are the face of this foolishness. And meanwhile, the people in the background who we probably don't know the names of, we probably will never see, or probably don't even think is a part of anything, are laughing and getting away with certain things once again. Okay, now let's just stick to the issue. Let's stick to the questions. Please don't go off on a tangent ripping me, saying, oh, you sound like this. No, I'm just opening the door for some dialogue to happen. That's all. And this is a safe place. No attacking anyone. Of course, those comments will be deleted. Those disrespectful comments will be deleted. So don't waste your time. But let's keep comments respectful. I really want to talk. What do you think about people questioning Meg's account of what happened that night in July? Are people wrong for questioning this? Are people wrong for wanting to wait until all the evidence comes out in court? Is that wrong? Does that mean that if someone says, I don't know, this doesn't sound right, does that mean that they're not protecting black women? Why is it that black women don't protect each other, participate in destructive behaviors against one another, and then when, for whatever reason, they start to say black women are unprotected? You know, it's just, I don't know, man. This media is a real tricky thing, y'all. And again, I'm not calling anybody a liar. I'm not on anybody's side, because at the end of the day, there is no Meg against Tory. Like, they're both being used, man. They're both being used and toyed with and tampered with and played with, you know? And it's such a disadvantage. So let me stop rambling before I start going off on a tangent. So get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Again, please, I'm really asking you guys, keep the comments respectful. This is not a fight. This is not an argument. This is not I'm right, you're wrong. It has nothing to do with that. Let's just have some dialogue in the comments, man. I don't know. I set myself up for this one. All right, I'm signing off. I'll be back. Make sure your notifications are on. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you join our royal family and engage in our royal discussions. I'm signing off for now, folks. Until next time, peace.